At this point, all I can say is that my tired is tired. I know this is not English, but I also know you understand where I'm coming from. I am tired of all this back and forth. I am tired of all this suspicion. I am tired of saying allegedly, and nobody is doing something about it. Yes, in the police force, you can actually call someone in for questioning. And being pregnant is not, doesn't serve as an immunity to that. One who is pregnant can actually go to the police station for questioning. There is a level of crime that someone will even commit, and whether you're pregnant or not, the person will be going in for it. But why is Vivian's own different? Why does it look like Vivian is winning? Why is everyone just trying to point, fingers at Vivian without actually doing anything? Yes, if you feel what you're saying has no evidence yet, but you suspect that she is capable of doing that, you can actually report to the police and they will call the person in for questioning. That's one. Secondly, the fact that Vivian can be traced to what happens to the company's money is enough to also call Vivian in. But then immediately they just had pregnancy. Boom. Everybody is, thinking that pregnancy is one immunity or one thing that can actually make anybody to commit whatever crime out there and go free. Why is Vivian still walking freely? And all we hear every day is, oh, Vivian did it. Oh, Vivian is capable of doing this. Oh, Vivian did that. Oh, da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. Why? Why is nobody doing anything about this? Why? The annoying thing is that these people know the level that Vivian can go to, and yet they are so relaxed. They are just so relaxed. See, you might get it all wrong from what I'm about to say now, but there are things that prayer cannot do for you. Yes, there are things that require common sense. Even though they say sense is not common, there are things in your life that you do not just have to start praying, oh God, come and do this. Oh God, do that for me. There are things that require you to act. Let's stop leaving everything for God to do every time. He has given you the brains to do something. There are conditions that you don't need to disturb God. You just need to think, reason. That is why human beings are higher animal. Our level of intelligence is equal to none of the living things that God created. I can't sit and watch that my life is at the mercy of someone without actually doing anything about it. Like, it's so wrong. Guys, what do you think? Are you as pissed as I am? Because every episode is like Vivian is just winning. If you check my post yesterday, I said something. I said, let this script in this episode be against Vivian for once. But I'm still disappointed. That is like it's the same thing. Everyone is just pointing fingers at Vivian and nobody is actually doing anything about it. And then, the annoying aspect of it all is Mark. Mark is the most annoying cast. Like, if this happened to be real, Mark is that kind of person that needs to be spanked severally on his butt. Because why will you want to ask Vivian, oh, did you do that? Oh, did you do this? When you know that everything is pointing at Vivian. Like, even if there is no proof yet, it's pointing at her. Are you expecting her to tell you, I did it? Like, each time that Mark asks Vivian these questions, does she expect Vivian to actually acknowledge the fact that she did it? Because I don't know if I should say those questions are kind of dumb kind of questions. Why will you ask somebody if he or she does something as bad as taking another person's life or an attempted way of taking another person's life? Why would you even ask that kind of a question? Are you expecting the person to say, yes, I did it? Like, it's so annoying that at this point, he's still battling with his spirit if Vivian is truly what they say she is. Yes, we know that Mark is someone who can pick a stand. Mark can be for or against at the same time. But then again, this is a lady who has told you on several occasions that she no longer talks. but she takes action. And she has warned you severally that you should stay off her business or your life will go for it. And you still feel that those things are just empty, like she doesn't mean it. It's the way he asks this question that gets me pissed off. Every time he asks the question, did you do it? Did you do that? Are you expecting her to say no, she did not do it? Or rather expecting her to say yes, she did it? Like, guys, I don't know if you're tired. It's as tired as my own at this point. Because this back and forth thing is becoming annoying. Like, why? Why does it look like Vivian and Madam Stella, they are winning? Why? Why is nobody doing anything? Who said pregnancy is an immunity to, no, take someone's life and it's proving that you took the person's life. And because you're pregnant, boom, you will not go in for it. Like, I don't understand. I don't really understand. And guys, let's talk about Helen. Helen knows that, yes, that Vivian is not a good person, that Vivian is capable of anything, but yet, they are still relaxed. They still do not want to do anything about Vivian. They still feel that Vivian is the kind of person they can manage. And then I am that person who do not and can never be comfortable to see or feel that my life is at the mercy of another person. I will do everything I can to make sure I stay away and protect myself. But it's so annoying that these people do not think in this direction. They don't care. I feel like they don't care. No matter how we see it. Because if you care a lot about your life, you will not leave Vivian to be walking freely. But then again, let's talk about Vivian. Like they said, there is truly no peace for the wicked. Yes, it might look like Vivian is winning, but look at it in another direction. Even with all this, Vivian is still not relaxed. Vivian is still bothered. Vivian is still restless. She's still thinking, because there's something about doing something bad. Like you continue to use something bad to cover the other. You continue to use sin to cover another sin. Even though Vivian has, in her mind, succeeded in taking those people that are disturbing her peace out of the way, she's still not happy because all fingers are still pointing at her. At the end of the day, we should be able to actually prove that she and Madam Stella are working together. Will Madam Stella stand by Vivian when this hits? That is like, when you're setting up fire, it might look like, oh, it's still cold. But when that fire, when the flame comes up, everywhere will be so hot that you will not want to stay close to the fire. Will Vivian's mother stand by her when the flames are off? That is a big question that needs answer. Because at this point, nobody is thinking of Madam Stella. Everyone is thinking of Vivian. All hands are pointing at Vivian. I think she has achieved. She might think, oh, she has gotten everything that she wants. But she's still not happy. She's still worried. And that is what happens when you're doing something wrong. That is what happens when you're doing something that is not good in the sight of man and God. You will never be happy. Guys, what do you think about all I have said? Are you happy with the way this series is going? Do you think that they are just making it look like it's good to be bad? Do you think that they are just delaying this karma? Because by now, karma should have started coming. Like, karma should have been served already. What do you think, guys? Drop your opinion in the comment section. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.